What's up, guys? It's Ramon from NyneBlockGaming&Collectibles coming at you with another review. Today, I'm going to start getting into the Jada Street Fighter 2 line with the Evil Ryu. Now, in comparison to their arcade machine style packaging, this one looks pretty cool. It definitely has a, limited edition figure type appeal to it. So here's the outside of the box. You got your video game image of Evil Ryu, Final Challenger side image. Bottom has your all your stuff that you normally get with action figure lines, and up here we get some type of like brushed with the Street Fighter 2 Ultra, the Final Challengers logo. And then that is a slip cover, and once opened you have that in the background. So you can see you get the two signs, one broken, one not. You get two additional head sculpts, one only slightly different than the original. Looks like the eyebrows are more raised, teeth are more gritting. You get two sets of hands and two Hadoukens to go with the figure, and then a stand to hold up those Hadoukens. I will quickly open this up and pull out the figure from the internal packaging. Now, just to show you, it does have a cardboard insert inside of the box where all of this stuff stays in place. It is very generously taped to the inside, as you can see. Even though it came that way, I have a rip on the package from factory, but even with that taped into place, you still have access as long as you remove this one piece, it looks like, which I will quickly do in hopes that I do not damage the figure at all. I'm going to just try to pull it to rip it. Very simple thing to do. I'll just keep that over there. And then there is a bottom one, and it pulls right out of the plastic. And then we should be able to pop our Evil Ryu out, which I can. So the soft plastic on these guys feels amazing. The rubber, I don't think it's plastic. I think it is rubber. The ankles, this is the first time. I have the original three. This is the first time I have got them out to pose them, and they stand pretty well. They have wide bases for their feet, so they stand pretty well. The articulation you get out of the chest and diaphragm joint is great. Because of how soft this plastic is. As you can see, it is very soft rubber-like. We got some good shading on the arms, as you can see here. Let's focus up. Cool eye design, shading underneath the nose, shading in the chest. Very decent amount of paint for the price of these figures. It's a very generous amount of paint for shading, with as cheap as they are. Alright, that is all taped in. Unsure of how to remove that. I wonder if it just has a cover. About to find out. Piece of tape there. I'm just going to stick that on top for now. Yes, it has a plastic covered piece, as you can see, that is taped. Once you pop that off, it'll come right out. And it sticks together fairly well if you want to have it together, and then breaks up, and there is tape holding it on the back. Probably won't stick together once that's removed, but you can see all the breaks. Let's do that. That is why it's sticking together. So if you'd like it to be posed that way, you can always place a piece of tape on the back and have the broken sign, because now I do not think we're going to get that same effect unless it is interlocking like a puzzle piece that enables it to stay put. And it is. It can stay. Chances are it's not going to. But you can pose it with the broken sign pieces and Ryu. Kicking it. This Ryu seems pretty tight. Let's try to get a balanced pose. See if they balance well on one foot. Seems to be pretty difficult. But you can kind of prop him up on the piece if you would like. Let's see if I can get him in a high kick. These are a little easier to balance. So close, guys. There he is. High kicked. And there he went and kicked the piece. So you can balance these guys. Now stands are going to be easier, absolutely, to do anything like that. And underneath that is the stand for the Hadouken. This plugs into here, and you can put either one of these, as long as I can get them out. There's some flexible they're all slightly rubbery, so you don't want to damage them when you're removing them. Just a heads up. This plugs in there, and you can get it multiple different directions because of the stand. Going up, out, low, going down, however you would like. There it is, standing on its own. I don't really remember him using the red / orange Hadouken. I think that is almost always reserved for regular Ryu. Let's quickly look at these head sculpts. That one looks great. How easy are they? Oh my god, they pop out so smoothly. It really, like, material wise, this feels like a high-end figure. It's really good. That plastic, soft plastic, how flexible it is, the flexible bandanas, whatever the resin was that they used, is all around just a good way of doing this figure. They do make it a pain to get these things out, I'll tell you that. Maybe it's just the premium packaging making it that way. So here's the red one. It has that like bubble effect on the outside. I do actually remember him using that in the game now. And then your two Hadouken hands, if it can focus. There we go. Very well painted. Some shading in them as well. How easy do the hands pop off the pegs? Easy, and the peg is actually a part of the hand, not vice versa. As you can see there, open hole there. The pegs are slightly small, a little scary, and long. Difficult to get in the exact Hadouken pose, but work with what we got. I think that looks pretty good. So now, last and not least, I normally do this at the beginning, but we're going to do it more towards the end this time. Since it was my first time opening this line, I really wanted to go over accessories, paint apps, and the such. And now we will go over articulation. And there are some things to point out. Again, just because it's flexible plastic, it does have minor articulation in this bandana. The head looks up very far, down very far. We have a double joint, so you have one here on the neck, and then the neck also is on a peg or hinge. I have not took it apart to know what that is, but there, now it's completely on, but tucks down into the chin all the way. Arms freely rotate. We got a bicep swivel. If I can find where the peg is, it goes above 90 degrees. So swivel, they are a little loose at the swivel, but we have a double jointed elbow that gets a ton of range. Wrist peg and hinge that gets a decent amount of range, and that is so you can get your Hadoukens. This one's a little tight, and I don't want to break it. Let's see if I can try to loosen it up. It is frozen stiff. Hot water maybe. I'm going to give it a hot water bath. But you can see, there we go. Just got it. So that's as close as you're getting to Hadouken. You cannot really get the wrist together to get that. That's something you're going to be missing. So there's your hinges. The peg does slide in and out on this to give you a little more range to bend the wrists. The flexible shirt, as far as I know, can come off. I'm assuming you have to take the figure apart at the torso. That is a ball hinge. Oh, peg. Very easy to do. Right there is how you remove the jacket or gi from Ryu. And he is very nicely done at the torso. As you can see, lots of paint apps. There was a little bit of rub there. Back looks great. So the chest does leave a slight gap here at the back. This piece down here is actually flexible plastic as well. See if I can show you guys that, but it is a flexible plastic down there, which is really cool because it enables you to not hinder articulation by getting in the way. So he can bend that far forward, that far backwards. He can kick up to slightly above 90. Back looks like it's going to be hindered. It is. That's how far. Hold on. I did say it's flexible. Get a little more out of it. Standing straight up. It's that far. You have thigh swivel. Double jointed knee. Looks decent bent. Leg kicks out to the side. Past 90 degrees. Slightly. Ever so slightly. You have a boot cut here at the ankle, so right beneath the pants. That rotates to rotate his foot. Hinge and swivel. So great looking action figure from Jada. They are killing it with this Street Fighter line. Absolutely killing it. And while this guy is sitting at retail being a you know, exclusive, and I think retail's right around 50, I would pick him up, guys, because the deeper they dive into this line and maybe even go into other Street Fighter games outside of Street Fighter 2, the more expensive these exclusives are going to get. Trying to hit the uppercut pose. He great figure. The articulation, this is going to be a lot of fun to play with. And you guys are going to enjoy it. I mean, look how good these accessories look, and now that it's off, I can just show you how flexible this thing is. It's insane how well they did the flexible plastic on these, and belt. But that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. If you would like to see more content from me as I release, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, guys, see ya.